How's it going, Ready Up Live? Here's some Halo Wars 2 Blitz gameplay. I'm playing with my good buddy Vern, Twitch streamer, cool dude, and we're playing against, I believe, a more traditional press on the other side of the table. This was taken in London just a couple days ago. I wanted to say yesterday, but I don't even know. My time zones are all messed up now. Super fun though. So I wasn't traditionally a huge fan of the Blitz game modes. Now, Blitz in Halo Wars 2 is where you have these cards and you set up your deck beforehand and you open packs and such to get different cards. Apparently they're relatively easy to get all the stuff you need. There's only so many variations to a deck anyways, but the better the card, the more energy it takes to use. So if you get multiples of a card, they start upgrading the cards. For instance, here you have like a veteran unit and stuff. That'll cost more energy to use. So this game is essentially a battle for energy first and foremost, and then holding these points. When you hold the points, your score starts ticking up. When you hold at least 2. When you hold 1, you don't get any points. But if you hold at least 2, a la strongholds in Halo 5, your score will start ticking up. And if you look at the top there, you see the red score and the blue score will start going up. Once you get to the top, you win. So you're going to always want to be holding down 2. Obviously, if you're holding 3, you'll just go crazy fast and you'll start destroying. So as this energy drops, it's a battle. If you guys checked out the firefight video, if you haven't, definitely do, because it's the same map, same idea, but you're fighting against AI, so there's a little bit differences, little differences here and there. But in this, you are always going to be battling for those energy drops, where the AI wouldn't even care. So it's very interesting to see what you want to do here. So either you're going to put all your forces and hold down the fort and tick up your score, or get that energy. And I'll always argue that energy is more important. To pick up that energy, maybe give them a few seconds if you have to. But that rush, those little battles for the energy drops, is really interesting. They're kind of crazy. You know, it's that how much do you throw at it, right? How quickly do you get there? Because if you send quick units, the quick units still have to destroy the energy. Energy doesn't just drop and you can pick it up. You have to blow up the little tubes they come in first. So you want to have enough firepower to do it. That's why I recommend bringing in something flying for that. Bring a warthog or a jackrabbit and, say, a hornet, depending how much they have it locked down, right? For all we know, like right now, they could have some units up there waiting on top of A, waiting for more things to drop. They drop kind of all over the place. I'm assuming it's random. I don't necessarily believe there's an order to it. There could be, but you'll get the occasional drop that's very close to your base. It's very, very tricky for the enemy team to grab unless they're really sneaky and they got some fast things. So here we go. These are all the, look on your mini map down there. You see all the energy units. Looks like we're doing some pretty good domination right now. They're actually starting to. I just lied to you because they're starting to tick up a little bit. So we lost the lead. Because there, for instance, right there, there's this energy that just dropped. That's very close. So you gotta kind of coordinate with your teammate in this one to be like, yeah, like should I get this? Should you get this? I'm gonna come help him out here. We're both shooting at this. Yeah, work as a team for sure to see who's closer and who can spend some units to make sure they pick up all that stuff. We definitely gotta pay attention to that as well. Now, if you didn't see the firefight video, if you spawn units at your home base, they spawn with full health. If you spawn them on the field, you can spawn them anywhere you have visibility, as far as I'm aware. And so, like, you can't just spawn them the other side, you know, their base or just somewhere random. Like, you have to actually be able to see that area, so close-ish to a unit that you already have. But they spawn with not full health. So it's really a bad tactic for the most part, in my opinion. Like, unless it's you're really, really clever about it, they get destroyed. And we played a couple games where the other players would only spawn in the units because maybe they didn't know. They would only drop in units right on the battlefield. So I would just destroy them because they just wouldn't have enough health. But you could, say, drop them in, have them fight, have them win, and then send them back to base to heal. Totally plausible. But it's all these little things that make this interesting. You don't have to worry about base building. Now, base building, you know, being while it's fun, I love that game type. I love the original Halo Wars style. It's going to be interesting to see which one I prefer at the end of the day. But Blitz has, without a doubt, grown on me, having played with a teammate and being able to watch what they're doing and being more aware of your teammate because you have less to micromanage, that your micromanagement becomes what your teammate is doing and how your forces are working together. Obviously, that will happen in a real game of Halo Wars 2, but it is a lot more complex to do that, and there's just so much to deal with, where this, it's really just, it's a lot more of like a Slayer-esque mode in the sense that you're just running in, dropping units, picking up energy, and fighting. It's just a constant fight. You don't have to wait, 40 minutes plus, however long, to get big units like Scarabs and such, which the super big units in this mode are temporary. So if you have, I believe, Scarabs and Condors are only like 40 seconds or something. They do not last long. So you see I have a high energy warning here. I have over 500 energy. I believe that's when that warning comes up, which is a nice little feature. I didn't notice this much, but it really makes you aware, especially when you're in the heat of the battle. And you're really distracted with all the stuff going on. You're like, oh crap, I have 500 energy. Like I should really be using this energy and spawning more. Yeah, high energy one. There we go. Is confirmation confirmed 500. You want to make sure you start using stuff. I mean, you can always save up, maybe use some bigger units like Condors and stuff. But I'm having that nice variety and making sure you constantly are spawning stuff in to get more energy, to cover your things. And then comes the question of when should you go for all three, right? Should you only just hold 2 for a while? Should you go for 3 the entire time? You have no units. Not looking good. We're keeping up. We're keeping up. 70, 63. Contesting this B. At this point, we're saying, okay, A isn't even worth it right now. We can worry about A later. We want to at least have 2 so we can get some score. We can't let them have score. Can't let them have any points. We got to keep B and C down. Looks, we don't even have like units at C, but they're not going for C. They're only worried about B. You could easily throw a Warthog over there, something fast, have it run over there, or flag vehicle, and just touch the base. If no one's defending it, you can just claim it for yourself, which we found happen quite a few times. That's why it's worth having, honestly, even if it's a single unit, just a little Warthog like some, a Hornet floating on top of C, just to A, know when people are coming, but B, just not let someone pass over it and claim it as their own. That's never good. So we're starting to change the tides of battle here very, very quickly. This game, it's very back and forth. That's what I liked about it. The first times I played, oddly enough, the very first times I ever played this mode, it seemed more one-sided, and yet not anymore. Not anymore. So obviously, I have a feeling they made some pretty good changes since last time. Honestly, I couldn't even quickly identify what they are, but most of my early gameplay of this, I didn't have as much fun as I did this time around. This London trip, I had a lot more fun. Dropping in some ODSTs here. Vern's saying, all right, I'm going to use it. I want to use my eradication. He's been saving that the entire game. Very early on in the game, he says, I have eradication. Just hold it, man. Hold it, because we have all these units here that are going down. Huge pile of yellow units. Let's use my Condor. Bring him in. And then, you know what, Vern, use your eradication. We are going to blow everybody up. Let me spawn some guys in here. Spawn a Nightingale, which heals other units. And eradication. Commence the eradication, Vern. Where are you? We're killing them all. There it is. Getting my guys out of there just in case, just to keep them out of the way. Pull some of their units out so I can finish them up. Wiped a huge number of them, and with that play, we won the game. That was a game-winning play, dropping the Condor and the eradication. So it's all how you manage your deck, which you do before game. You open your packs, you figure out, even the default set is fine for the most part. You keep your default set. But there's different things here and there, how you want to play, how many different units you want to have, how many veteran units, which cost more but may be better. That management and the expertise of that will come over time. So there you go, Blitz. Very, very fun game mode. I'm very surprised how much fun I had with a friend, with Vern. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out the other Halo Wars 2 content I have on here.
That game mode is so awesome.
It's super fun.
It's a huge relief compared to getting our asses beat last game. I didn't do so hot.
Well, no, I won last game. When you were away, we won.
When I was here.
And if you're interested in the behind-the-scenes stuff, the vlogging, the London, the event, hit up youtube.com/Greenskull. That will be up in the next couple days. Thank you so much for watching. See you next video.